and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.
Well. Wouldn't be a start to a Formula Sunday season without me having to figure out my microphone first. Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Sundays. Little bit of a sorry here for the delayed start of the stream here. I mean, we missed about a minute. The first cars are just coming out on track. It is actually my first time seeing the Season 26 pack in-game at all, because I am not playing the game myself. I'm really curious how this is going to be tonight, especially with 20 cars on the grid. Also, let me know if you hear the audio double, because right now I am banking on the noise gates to filter out the desktop audio, so I don't have to wear headphones in 35 degrees. Oh wow, Yeast called me a little bitch. Yeah, well, I guess I know who I'm not watching in qualifying. Actually, who are we watching in qualifying? Right of way as the first car crossing the line. Ooh, bro. Who is the other white cars? Is that Yalk then, I guess? Right? Yeah, here we are. So Yalk is actually the first one on a hot lap here. Kingsman got more ads, plus, a skill issue, yep, for real. Yalk is immediately invalidating the lap. It's gonna take me a while to get a decent overview over who is where and what the new colors are. I don't think we can do much wrong by spectating the GOAT here. He's starting off his first hot lap of the season. You can see a whole bunch of new shit. For example, the pink-purple Marcus would be the straight line mode, and that is indicated by the pink thing in the middle as well. Damn, Fabian64, full stack of subscribes. Yeah, good memories for Fabian. Oh well, yeah, Kingsman also got some memories of that incident, I guess. Ancient Formula Sundays lore. Speaking of ancient Formula Sundays lore, we're gonna hop on Lucky's POV here. This man has been driving in Season 1 of Formula Sundays. He's not been driving for a while, admittedly. But yeah, Lucky has been here from the very beginning. We've been playing on breakfast service together. Honestly, that was a peak time of my life, to be honest, if you disregard the depression. So yeah, so happy to have him back. We have a bunch of newcomers. Next one here with literally Max Verstappen, right here in the Racing Bull. He has been demoted. Then we have Savage Beast here as also a newcomer, setting a new fastest lap for now. The Cadillacs this time around on the other end of the spectrum. But here comes the Quali Merchant with Lauda returning as well. Gonna be very fun to see. Oh damn, yeah, well, Lucky probably just disconnected and got the DNF bug. I assume Kingsman has done the same early on. But yeah, Lauda Jan is a combo I can stand. They are most certainly Constructors Champs favorites. Audi, of course. Team I'm personally very happy with. I don't know. Then with Dreamliner, we have another driver coming through. They have been posting a 116 for now, so I assume not quite the full potential for now. Let's go further down through the new guys, I guess. We're Forza. Well, if the name checks out, we're in for a treat, I guess. Otherwise, I've been on his horizon for the past few weeks and enjoyed my time there very much. Yalk also coming back. He has been briefly driving a few seasons back as well. I think he might even have been in the Haas as well, so that's a fun little thing as well. Bro, am I still missing newcomers? I guess, yeah, Rinke here. I don't know, Rinke by Mania? I don't know. It's also a newcomer there in the Ferrari. Happy to have them with us as well. So, I think that's kind of everybody who's new, right? Like, the rest is the known suspects. Kingsman said retired because I wanted to. Doom, you know how much cause there is in the mid-pack. What? Chaos. Ah. Wait, what? Is this supposed to be chaos? I'm literally... Kingsman's giving me a stroke actively right now. Wait. Chaos, yes, okay. Yeah, cool. Louder fanboys or girls in the chat as well. That's a new thing. Where's the place fanboys? Kinda sad about that. We're 21 people right now as well, so someone must have joined late still. I did not see who, to be honest. But yeah, Wild Ghost and Menup, the two teammates here, are goats, still together in the team. They have swapped away from the kick due to absence of the kick in general, to the Alpine. Catalina and Bats once more make a showing in the McLaren, have also been driving for McLaren in the past. Seagull is obviously back again, and in the Ferrari again. Actually, I say again, I'm not entirely sure if he was even driving Ferrari before. I feel like he was. But yeah, Formula Sunday's GOAT, of course, in the GOAT car. Catalina, my GOAT. Yep. The regulars are showing up for sure. We have Yeast currently as a reserve, but he is in the Aston Martin together with the place for this one. Cherry in the Mercedes again, and I feel... Oh no, yeah, no. Kingsman, aka Barry, the other guy in the Mercedes, is not driving the qualifying. Emils and MQ, both of them have been in the Red Bull in the past. I'm not sure if they actually drove the Red Bull together last season. But yeah, that is a potent combo as well. Bro, did I miss someone? Oh yeah, Rice is still in the Williams. The Williams merchant is still selling. And yeah, he has a new teammate with Dreamliner though. So yeah, Racing Bulls are alone here today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think I see the other one. And I hope I did not miss anyone. I feel like I've gone through everybody. So what else is new? Ascension Discrimination. Yeah, where's the Kingsman and Charity mentioned? Dude, I said Mercedes, what the hell? But yeah, what else is new? We have decided to experiment with the point system a little bit. Given that we're now potentially facing up to 22 player... sent that message 4,000 years ago. Yeah. Your team mention was promised to you 4,000 years ago, huh? No. But, where was I? Bro, I need to lock in. Yes, given that we are facing up to 22 players, lobbies. And we're not having a challenger tier again. We wanted to try something out to have the lower positions compete for something more as well. Which is why we are straying away from God and the normal F1 point system. by given points all the way down to 15th position. The top positions are like relatively unchanged, so it's still going to be 25, 18, 15, 12. But then instead of the 5th position getting 10 points, they are instead getting 11, and every other position drops by a singular point instead of 2-point steps until P8. So, yeah, P5 is going to get 11 points, P10 is going to get 6 points, and P15 ultimately is going to get 1 point. So yeah, that's something we're gonna try out. That's something that should be fun. Maybe we see some more competition than in the lower midfield. Maybe the attendance stays a little bit higher throughout the season if there is something to fight for. We do enjoy our midfield battles, of course, and yeah, maybe that helps them on a little bit. Kingsman saying he's gonna drop to P21 today, no glaze needed. I am... oh my. My PC is cooking, and so am I. The fan is pointed straight at me. If you hear wind in the microphone, scream. Because, well, the fan is pointed straight at me. But, yeah, the PC is definitely audible, which is a new thing for my new PC, because this thing usually packs the punch to handle everything pretty easily. But I guess 30-degree room temperature is not helping it cool down. It's not helping me cool down neither. Actually, I should maybe unplug my facecam for safety reasons. I don't want to have the fabled left nip reveal by accident at some point. But yeah, well, where are we at in qualifying? So, Seagull is P1, I guess. From what I've heard, Seagull is OP on this game, on this new regulations, on these new cars. From what I've also heard, Lauda claims of himself to be washed, but he's still P2 pretty comfortably. The place, honestly, P3 for now, is a pretty decent position for him. I'm not sure if he has the new regulations figured out well. It certainly looks like it. I do remember York like a little bit more of a midfield driver. It's kind of crazy of him sitting in P5 right now. It's such a big grid as well. And then, of course, we have a whole bunch of people who I expect higher saying that. MQ was one of them. I would have expected him around the top 5, where he is right now. Emil's could definitely improve as well. He was podium contender in the last season for quite a while of the season. The Plays mentioned. Ah, there we are. Yeah, the Plays fans have been awfully quiet the last few races in the last season. Happy to have you back. The GOAT is indeed in P3 right now, and it's looking good for him here, honestly. Like, I do think these new cars throw around the entire packing order by a decent bit. And yeah, some people seem to profit of it more than others, and the Plays currently, well, getting out qualified by his teammate by 9,000s, but both Aston players here are punching well with the heavyweights of Formula Sundays here, right in the middle between Lauda and Jannemann, who are, at least rating-wise as well, predicted to be the top combination for this season. Yeah, other things. Well, Lauda is living up to the qualifying merchant allegations. There we are again, P1 for him. Is that... okay, that is not a valid lap. Let's see how Wild goes here. I think he just improved, but he's probably not on a hot lap right now. The Alpines, or former Kicks here, once more establishing themselves way up in the mix here. And honestly, even decently up the field in the mix, I guess. P6 and P8 is definitely not too shabby for them. They're right at the pace, really. Manup is like only 1.5 tenths behind P3 here, realistically. Seagull beating Lauda for fun, as he has been the last 4 years. Let's see Catalina. one of our American drivers. Let's see what she can do. New season, new Seagull wins the championship. Yeah, from what I've heard, Seagull is gonna start last again. At least he said so in advance. I don't know. I feel like just seeing 22 cars on there makes it look like a very long way up for Seagull. But knowing him, probably by the end of lap 1 he's back in P3 already. So we're gonna see. For now, we're gonna see Catalina though. It's gonna go on to one of the straight lines and then gets the chicane, and then this start finish straight here, no contact to the wall, looking very fine. Battery drained entirely here, and half a second of an improvement just gets ahead of Bats there, her teammate, and decent position for her for now. So let's move on. Yeah, Rice, honestly, I don't know. I'm hoping he's finding some success in Formula Sundays, because watching Williams IRL is not it right now. That was close to an impeding from, I think it was one of the Haas's there. I mean, you can't tell the Cadillacs and Haas's apart at all, unfortunately, on the minimap. But I don't think it was too bad for him. Still a 0.3 improvement for Rice here. And that is not going to bring him high up, to be honest. Let's see what... Whoops, I wanted to see what Forza can do. Forza's still on an outlap though, so let's maybe look at Dreamliner here. Dreamliner, one of the people saying they were a good bit behind the pace, and I think that is evident so far. But pace is going to come quick. We've had other cases of drivers who were well off the pace and adjusted reasonably quickly into the season. I think even this is not going to be like a big improvement for position-wise, but it looked at least like it was going to be like a second or two faster. Oh well, half a second in the end. Still P19 for them. So let's go back up to the top. Oh, I said I want to not spectate Yeast, so we're not going up to the top. Unlucky. Emil's instead, lifting and coasting in his quali hot lap, as you would. Ooh, and I think, was that a Yalk improvement there? Something moved in the standings, and I think it might have been Yalk going up to P6 there. So yeah, it's definitely a Audi and Aston dominance with a little bit of sprinkle of Seagull on top of it. As Emils is gonna cross the line with a very decent time here as well, just edges MQ for that P8, beating his teammate right now. But MQ still has a chance to come back. He's slightly behind his personal best right now. And also out of juice for this straight. A little bit of Lyco. Ooh, a little bit of a car on the way. Was definitely a little bit of a later move to the side there. And ultimately is half a second slower for him there. Let's see, Wild Ghost on an invalid lap. Cherry is not going fast. I think Yalk was over the line anyways. And so Yanneman is the last one with a potential improvement, and he just about beats one of the Astons. I didn't see who it was, but it was probably the place. So it is a wild mix up on top there between Astons and Audis. And Seagull does in fact start from P1, so yeah, I guess with Lauda present in the front, he is probably unable to guarantee he can close the gap in time. Because these two guys are actual sweats, the only two we really have, right? You see the 0.7 gap to Yeast, and then everybody else is like actually pretty close together. I will say we have like a good looking midfield here, where the difference is not that big, and then further down, of course, difference is a little bit bigger. But yeah, apart from the top here, it's very close in the midfield, and it's going to be very exciting racing. So if any of y'all is driving right now and is new coming and is hearing this, there is a rule that you have to wait 30 seconds before you're ready up in the very start, so that everybody can set their setups and set their strategies and stuff. So be mindful of that if possible. And if not, well, you're gonna get permabanned immediately. No, like, but there will be some repercussions, I guess. So, yeah. Okay, so much to talk about in the start. We now have like 2 or 3 minutes. How has everybody else been doing? Usually I have my yapping out of the way by now. But yeah, there was a lot going on. It's been a while. This is the biggest Formula Sundays lobby ever. I'm fairly sure we have never had 21 drivers. So, yeah, there's a premiere here. We're breaching 20. Maybe we get a full lobby next week. It's gonna be very fun. Seeing a full grid of 22 cars. I think this was more than half a minute, but yeah, we will see if there's complaints. 2 or 3 stop race is interesting in my opinion. I'm not sure if we're gonna see 3 stops. Usually it's less stops than the game suggests. The majority on mediums. We have a whole bunch of hard runners as well though, especially further down. Anticipating to maybe go longer, maybe yeah, get a decent cut on the strategy, like overcutting the upper half of the field. Notably, Yeast and Yalk, the only 2 drivers of the top 10 on the hard tires as well. If I saw that right, so 2 stopper, medium, hard would be roughly suggesting, I'd say like 16 laps maybe, or like 14 laps of hards and then like 10 laps of mediums each for each stint. So that's like roughly what we can keep in the back of our heads, but ultimately we're gonna see when the people are gonna come in. And yeah, Seagull starting from the front, ahead of Lauda, Yeast, Jan and the place. 5 active drivers of the last season, right on the top. Yalk the only one really of the newcomers who can even, yeah, get into the top 10s at all. Damn, Seagull is trying to break exactly into his spot. It did overslide it a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer until everybody has made their way onto the grid. Last one. Wait, how do I even swap over to Kingsman then? Well, I'm not sure what button I need to press to see Mr. 21 then. Ah well, we will figure it out. So, for the first time with the new cars, lights are on and they're out and away we go. It seems like we've gotten a decent start by Seagull there. He will defend against Lauda easily. Jannemann is in contention with the place. On the inside there, has the room. There's a lot of room position changes further down. But looking in here, there is nobody really standing or going slow. Cherry has been passed all the way down to the back of the field. Thought this was going to be Kingsman for a second there. But for the majority of the drivers, it seems to have gone reasonably well. I've seen some end plates flying in the midfield again, but yeah, I think we could call this a reasonably clean start here. The place versus Jannemann, nice move around the outside. I think there was barely enough room to be had for Jan. And the place moves up into P4 again after he's just been narrowly beaten by the end of quali. Going down into the mix here, there is MQ trying to go around Wild Ghost on the outside, doing so successfully. We have not heard much about the lift and coast issues. Of course, if you're on different battery charging phases of your race, this can potentially become very, very collision prone, I guess. MQ retired. Okay. And we have low grip, straight line boost. What? What did I just read? So we're not having straight line right now, or what? Or is that just specific to the car at hand? It seems like there was a collision between Wild Ghost and MQ, which ultimately led to a safety car as well. We see the little yellow dot on the map. That's the safety car. Well. There was a collision lap 1, albeit extremely late. I wonder if there's people now already hopping into the pits. There must be some cars with front wing damage, because I've seen parts flying. Honestly, I am not entirely familiar with the new looking front wings yet, so I could not see. Oh, it looks like the Cadillac here of Savage Beast is missing his left end plate. Yes. So yeah, here we see it. So this must have been, I think he was roughly in the vicinity of the front wing damage that we've seen. Oh, Verstappen is too fast in the pits, gets a 10-second time penalty. Yep, that is also a missing piece of front wing for the Racing Bull, albeit as soon as the mechanic picked it up in his hands, it magically repaired itself. Okay, that was maybe a little bit of an unsafe release, but what do I know? So yeah, it's Seagull, Lauda, Yeast as we started. Only positional change up on top here was the place past Jannemann, and Yalk and Menop are right behind them, and Rai is actually 8 positions up, and so is Barry. Verstappen even got a corner cut penalty for, well, corner cutting during safety car as well. The Alpines are goated, driving as if I'm not there. Well, I would say I'm looking forward to see the report, I guess, but of course I'm never really looking forward to see the report. But yeah, it must have been some side-by-side through the final chicane incident, I guess. But yeah, big main losers remaining from the start. Emil's lost 9 positions somehow. Might have been caught up in the incident as well. I think, yeah, it must have been Emil's and Wild Ghost then. Both of them losing a lot. I think Cherry probably caught up in that one as well. Catalina lost some positions too, but it may have been due to her stopping. Nope, it has not been. So there has been something going on for her as well. And yeah, I assume safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap. Yeah, so report on the way. Great. But yeah, assuming safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap. Yeah, at least there has been people who made it into the points now, albeit not the top 10. From our newcomers, Forza, Rink by Mania, and Savage Beast. Oh yeah, and Dreamline and Lucky too. Snatching some points away. There is the safety car in message. Seagull is going to slow this way down. This requires attention of all the drivers behind, otherwise there will be rear ends, front wing losses, and all around misery. And we're gonna be with Seagull here to see when he's gonna give it a go. I'm not sure if it even makes sense to do so before the chicane, or when the best part would be to catch people off guard. He's slowed it down so much so that he has basically gotten a free choice now. The safety car is safely into the pits, and he can go whenever he wants. He's keeping the speed stable at 100 kilometers per hour. Also important to do that. You can't just speed up and break down again. And I think, yeah, he's going now. He's not really caught Lauda off guard that much, but I think he's gonna be happy. Oh, he's not gonna be happy with this. He's not gonna be happy with this. Normal grip is apparently restored, so straight line boost is back at it again. I'm not sure where the grip change was, but here we are. Oh, and there's a coming together there between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. I saw some parts flying there as well. The Ferrari's lost some positions. Barry there is 2 more positions up, if I'm not mistaken now. Emil's past Lucky a little bit further down. There is a whole bunch of side-by-side racing going on here. Gonna jump on board with Lucky here. There's a little bit of contact further down. Maybe a little bit more reminiscent of the Reckless days here. A little bit of direct contact driving. Oh, and Yeast retired. Yeast retired. What has happened here? Another safety car is gonna come out immediately. Oh my god, and someone drove into Yeast's wreck. Wherever you look, you know, you're missing the big action. At least for me. I assume Yeast usually does record his record his stuff, and we're probably gonna get a POV of that incident later on. The player's gonna go into the pits. Has that 10-second time penalty to serve now as well, and so have quite some others. I'm fairly sure you can serve 10-second penalties in safety car conditions. Yep. Lauda's the real goat. We will see about that. We will see. So far, I'm saying MQ is more of a goat than Lauda, statistically. But hey, maybe this year's Lauda's year. It rolls off the tongue just as well as saying this year's Ferrari's year. It's like evokes the same feeling as well. We all know it's not gonna be Lauda's year. But maybe it is. So, a lot of people have pitted. I mean, Yeast of course died, so that's one thing that changed in the top 3. And then quite a bunch of people have pitted, and now somehow the Haas's and Kingsman find themselves just behind the podium position. That is actually crazy. They are of course down a pit stop. We can look at the data here again. So a whole bunch of pit stops already been made. You're still here, but people can't see you. Yeah, for real, right? Like, what's that slander? Not calling MQ the GOAT? It's crazy, crazy talk. Lucky and Wild Ghost also both didn't go pit and serve their 10-second penalties, which is kind of crazy to me. Actually, no, Wild Ghost did. Did he get another one for speeding the pit lane or something? That's crazy. But yeah, here's the mix. Currently majority of the field on the hard compound, so we could go a little bit further. Even if... I don't know even if what... I'm not sure where I wanted to go with this, to be honest. But yeah, medium runners are maybe gonna be pitting soon. Honestly, my cope for a thunderstorm in real life is gonna be transferring itself into the game right now. It does look kind of cloudy. Some areas look kind of grey. It usually doesn't rain as long as you still see blue in the sky. And there is still a bunch in this direction, I guess. But in the other direction it looked rather dark. I'm also not running the tool today because I had some technical issues and it wouldn't update. So Seagull is running the tool instead. So I can't provide you with the copium rain number in the tool. So that... Bro, who was it, like, last time around, who just gambled their life away on it potentially raining, and then it did never rain, and he just looked a little bit, you know. Yeah. But yeah, that's not gonna happen today. I'm not having that number. We're slowing things down a lot again. This time even only around the 90 kilometers per hour, because the safety car announced to come in later. Dreamliner and Savage Beast with a collision, and Seagull with a hell of a restart here. Oh my god, another speeding the pit lane penalty. It is crazy. Guys, you gotta slow down before going into the pits. But yeah, what can I say? Exceptional restart by Seagull is second immediately between him and Lauda almost. And then Barry has made it past Forza here. And is now chasing after Yalk. What a late safety car in call. Yeah, for sure. It was a little bit late. I mean, kudos to Seagull, I guess, to slow it down without too much happening. But then again, Dreamline and Drink by Mania. Yeah, of course, that they're coming together. Barry here with a corner cut. We were on board with him. I did not quite spot the corner cut, but I am just gonna believe the game there was one. The place, aka the GOAT, getting past Bats. Or does he? Bats here does not quite want to concede his P13. And he's definitely in the quality driving, off-driving spectrum that can at least say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna defend against the place. Usually if you're approaching someone like Seagull or something, it doesn't always make sense to defend, because you're just gonna lose both of you time. And Seagull's gonna get past in the next turn anyways. Seagull and Lauda are flying. Yeah, man, what's Verstappen doing? Someone show him the track. 10 seconds for corner cutting is crazy. But yeah, the two of them are just gone. Jan is 3 seconds down. Yalk has now surrendered his P4 to Barry. Maybe with Barry's pace, they can close up to the top. I don't know, Barry's been kind of weird in the past. Bro has been hopeless in P15 at times. And then right here, he seems to be genuinely, like, roughly best of the rest pace. So yeah, a lot of action going on here. I see Catalina's grassy tires, so they must have been off-road as well at some point just before. Wild Ghost here, looking at Savage Beast, and yeah, Savage Beast gets another time penalty. I do have to say, the time penalties are racking up, it's crazy. Wild Ghost here with a little bit of a dive. Verstappen retired in the pits, question mark? Doesn't look like it. Let's hope there's no safety car. Oh my god, holy drifting Wild Ghost here. What a line, I can't lie, it's crazy. Let's see Emil's here. He is now stuck behind the two Haas's, and of course Barry in front of them. Front group's just getting further and further away. Jannemann is pretty much driving in isolation right now. He's slower than the top two, but faster than the rest. Come on, Seagull, you just need to DNF. Ah, well. It's gonna be a little bit of a tough ask. I feel like Seagull consistently arrives at the finish, usually. Big lifting and coasting for Emils here. Yalk running wide on the wall of champions. So, getting himself another time penalty as well. Oh my, okay. Forza has spun out and lost positions to both Emils and Cherry. Further down, positions traded between the Cadillacs, but mainly because Savage Beast is going to the pits. So is Catalina. And Wild Ghost is closing up to this group here as well. A little bit of the chicane going on, pulling through now, making a move on Forza potentially. Forza moving to the side here even. Trying to claim the inside line. Oh, actually, a little bit of contact on the rear there. And losing control of his car briefly. So let's jump up here. Cherry has a lot of juice in the tank. And, well, decides to not use all of that. He's using overtaking mode now, though. It's not helping him at all, though. So it's 12 laps from my predictions, I guess. I would expect the last few medium runners, which is mainly the top 3 at this point, to come into the pits somewhat soon. Cherry corner cut penalty for that. Honestly, that looked excessive. I don't think he was even fully off-road there. Crazy. But yeah. If they go much longer than this, actually, like if they go like 3 or 4 more laps, we might be looking at a one-stopper for the top guys. I mean, of course, the tire life is probably extended now because we've had these 2 safety cars, and that, of course, brings a lot less wear to the tires than you would usually see. Cherry now past Yalk. A lot of lifting. And now Emil's in his sight to make the Mercedes the second best placed team overall here. I mean, they probably already are. I kind of want to jump back to the place here a little bit. Of course, fan favorite, but he's been in a little bit of a more isolated battle with Bats here. After being so strong in the beginning, forced back through an early pit stop. Now having it all to do. But yeah, top end, I don't know. Seagull, Lauda, Jan are playing like Formula 1, 2, 3, and everybody else is in Formula 3.5 right now. Okay, no move happening there for the place, most likely. Instead, though, Emils is super close to Kingsman, and he has a lot of battery in the tank. Albeit this is draining horrendously fast. But this might be the chance now. Maybe Kingsman has run out of energy already, and yeah, we are good battery management by Emils. Means that he is in P4, I think for the first time of the evening. He's made his way up there. World Champ needs to show up and stop Seagull's domination, yeah. They killed you preemptively. Seagull's scared. He's hired the Alpines to take care of you. Speaking of the Alpines, they are in a little bit of a battle with Yalk here as well. Cherry, another time penalty. I mean, let us look at those real quick. That's not what I'm trying to look for. Six seconds for Cherry, 3 for Barry and Yalk. 16 for Wild Ghost. Bats has also gotten 3, and there's a bunch of time penalties on drivers further down as well. Lauda has pitted. I was about to say, how the hell did Jannemann overtake Lauda? But Lauda is in the pits. That makes sense. Yeah, 1 or 2 more laps is probably what they ideally would want to do on the mediums, so they definitely reach the line on hards. And let's see, Lauda is on hards right now. But he has come out right behind the bulk, which is probably going to be an issue Jannemann's going to have as well. But for Seagull, it would be insane if he can gain like 2 or 3 more seconds, and maybe come out ahead of all of these. Because, yeah, that's going to cost Lauda time down the line. All of these guys are fighting, and they're fighting for position, and they have the right to fight, right? Albeit being on a different strategy. They are in the track position where they belong right now. Loud, of course, will be having the tire advantage. Oh, and there is a spun car. I think that is the Ferrari of Rinke by Mania. Oh, Lauda is cutting through with the extra energy here. Wild Ghost and Yolk. Yeah. Overtaken quickly. And Jan and Seagull are still staying out. Lifting and coasting from Lauda here. He is looking at the fight between Manuph and Barry. Rice is up ahead of these guys, so he must have been getting through in the past few laps as well there. I think he was behind further down in this whole pack. A very tight squeeze here for Lauda. Gonna be on the inside, and now outside on the exit. I'm not sure if he can make it through. It does not look like it. Ooh, he's sending one deep. Ah, that's crazy if he's allowed to keep that. Okay, yeah, FIA is sleeping. He's just blatantly overtaking off track. I guess Kingsman... No, who was that? Must have been Wild Ghost then? Well, it's getting close up there behind. There's definitely some drivers who seem to be very keen on sending it late. Can't park there, yeah. Rinke retired, I think, on track there. I mean, at least the car, like, I was about to say, like, it didn't cause a safety car, that's one good thing. But also, like, at least it didn't immediately despawn. I feel like it's kind of weird if the car is just gone quickly. It's also like, okay, like no front, maybe they're doing that with the next game, right? But like, how in the 15 years that they have been selling the exact same game every single year, have they not gotten like an animation of a crane or something? Like, it doesn't need to be a car like driving over the road and like all of that shit, but like there's cranes every now and then. Like you just put them somewhere you can't really see it behind the barriers and have them lift the car out or something. Like, I don't know. We're paying like 60 bucks every year for this. I mean, this year only 25 because it's just the DLC, I guess, but like, you know, like, is this too much to expect? Nice move by Lauda here. Gets past Rice. Oh, you can't park there, sir. That was an interesting looking front wing on Wild Ghost's car. Hello? Camera change, yeah. Bro, what is this doing? Oh, surely this is illegal weight reduction, right? Like, you can't just remove your nose. And Kingsman really went to him and said, I got your nose. The wing's still there, but what's with the rest? Damn, man. New F1 regulations are cooking. Seagull in the pits. Ding ding ding. Alert, alert. A Seagull in the pits. Jannemann in the pits as well as expected. Let's see how much the undercut has gained Lauda. He has only Cherry ahead of him now, of the people who are significantly slower, supposedly. So Lauda is a bit closer to Seagull, I'd say. It's about a second. Oh my god, Jan is chopped. He's in the middle of... he's gotten past some of the people. Some of them have already pitted as well, but he did not really pass anyone of the group here. It's still like the 4 people. And Bats, Manuph, Rice and Cherry ahead of him. And then the only people who he has actually passed this Barry and Wild Ghost, who, well, have been spun around. But now the place is back in contention as well, so we see where he's at in comparison. Yellow flag, there's a Mercedes standing around, that is probably Barry. Seagull back to P1 without too much struggle. And Rice and Manupf. Oh boy. I think I would have just opted for the lift and coast here, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Before I go through the chicane side by side, I feel like choosing life is an option, no? The Haas's also a little bit further down now, 11th and 12th. But then again, I feel like there is people who still need to pit. Okay, Barry has not pitted yet, which is not great because he's already last after his crash. But yeah, like all of the guys on the hards right now, I don't think they can finish. To be fair, none of the guys on the mediums can finish neither. Maybe Yalk. Yeah, Yalk can probably do it. Maybe Lucky as well, if he's lucky. But yeah. The hards definitely won't make it. Also there losing a track of his teammate a little bit. Now Jan and Bats. Not sure if they were teammates in the past ever, but of course these guys know each other. Well, that has been a respectable way to take the chicane. And even that was close, like just to compromise the line, Bats almost sent into the Wall of Champions. And to be honest, Jan just said thank you next and drove past him. The Mercedes ahead is Kingsman, aka Barry, so he's not going to be an issue, he's a lap down. And now we have Lauda catching up to Emils, but as we have just seen, Emils is on old hards. He's definitely gonna have to pit again. Probably gonna do so within the next 3 or 4 laps, maybe even sooner, because from then on the mediums can easily take him to the end. Yellow flag, that is just Barry letting everybody through. And that was for sure the last move between these two for now, so let's see if further down here, I'm not sure, I think Wild Ghost is probably driving away from Catalina more than the other way around as well, so not sure if there's gonna be another move coming here. The overtakes we're seeing elsewhere are mainly through the pit stop. Yeah, and that's an interesting front wing Cherry's got now as well. What the hell? These Mercedes engines cars are cooking. Rice is closing in on Yalk. Goal still with no penalty. Never mind the goal with a penalty. Oh, damn it. Yeah, you must have... You said it. And then it happened. To be fair, this is a very, very corner cut prone track. So you can see the curbs are extremely flat. There is a whole bunch of quick turn combinations where you have to carry as much speed as you can. And to do that, of course, you have to take the most smooth lines through the turn, thus encouraging you heavily to cut as much curb as you legally can. So yeah, I think if he gets out of this race with 1 penalty, he's probably still going to be on a good side, because most of the other drivers will have more by the end. Mr. Verstappen there, yeah, I assume you are the Verstappen who did DNF here earlier as well. Yeah, yeah, penalties are indeed being served. I mean, only really the top drivers here have gotten through without any yet. The place here on very old tires. I do think he needs to go pit in the next 2-3 laps as well. And he's been eaten alive by Cherry right now. Ooh, double overtake on Bats. Bats also probably needs to go pit. And Emils and Cherry, I think, have been in the pits just now. Let us look at the tires real quick. Yep, fresh tires for both of them. So Bats the place, definitely need to pit still. And otherwise, I think the only ones... Oh yeah, Menup as well. And then Forza is probably not going to make it to the end on these mediums. And neither is going to be Lucky, to be honest. I don't think he is. Catalina now getting another penalty as well. But yeah, keep in mind, we're like basically everybody is fighting for points here. Or, well, I guess Barry and Dreamliner are like half a minute down each, but yeah, everybody else can gain an extra point if they move up a position still. Sharon needs to get past Bats here ASAP, because Bats being on the old tires for sure slows Cherry down a lot. Yeah, you see him like almost pushing him over the track. I would expect the move to come soon, or I would just expect Bats to pit, because he probably still needs to anyways, and at that point might as well just not take the risk of getting killed by faster drivers. As the place does here, for example. I guess at that point, pretty much everybody who's still out is extending their stint as long as they can. Hoping for a safety car. Damn, I was a little bit deep by the place. The goat there. A little bit of a miscalculation of that move. See some infighting between the Cadillacs, moving a little bit down here. Menup gap to Jannemann is very close, but again, Menup is on like 20 lap old tires. Jannemann is gonna widen that gap rather quickly in a bit. Canada is hard for you. You're bad at it. Lauda needs to catch Seagull fast. He is. I'm sorry to break it to you. I don't think he's catching unless Seagull wants him to. Formula Sundays is Seagull's world. We're just living in it, really. Yeah, Menup now slowly but steadily getting out of range of Jannemann. And then Lucky here. So now dropping down a little bit behind his teammate as well. The place pitting, front wing damage for him as well. Another set of hearts. Honestly, I would have gone for the mediums here, but maybe the mediums just did not feel good for him at all. For 9 laps, mediums should be more than enough. The place is never wrong, he's the GOAT. Yeah, yeah. True. Who are we to doubt him? The place works in mysterious ways. Yeah, I mean, the gap between like Seagull and Lauda and the entire rest of the grid is crazy. We have Lauda going for a for fun, I assume it's gonna be like soft tire. Okay, no, medium tire pit stop. Wait, what? Barry disqualified from the session. Wrong way driving. What the hell? Menup finally going in, getting some mediums as well. Come on, Emils, we can take that podium. I think with this time penalty, we can't, probably. I mean, Lauda and Janne are right there now, but I guess Lauda is gonna be, like, blitzing away, being lightning fast now, on his fresh mediums. What did Barry do? To be honest, from the looks of it, he has spun in... He has spun in, one moment. In the upcoming chicane, looks like he has spun here and tried to drive back onto the track here. And apparently he went too long in a direction that the game deemed to be not in the right direction. Jannemann crash coming. Yeah, Jannemann is gonna take out Lauda out of habit. Cherry podium, yeah, for sure. I mean, Cherry has like 25 seconds of corner cut penalties. I'm sorry, mate. He's not gonna get on the podium. Alright, 12. Yalk pitting. Okay. And is Emils catching even? I think he is, right? I think last lap it was like 3-second distance or something. But Lauda's already leaving again. Bats the GOAT then. Yeah, I guess so, right? Like Bats is P5 right now already. To be honest, is he? He's 10 seconds down against Cherry. It's 12-3, so it's 9-second gap that he needs to be P5. But honestly, I don't think he's too upset with being like P7 here. I mean, Menop, of course, has no penalties. So he's gonna go past here either way. If he keeps on 0 penalties. And honestly, like it's 6 laps. Menop is on mediums here. He could potentially still get in range of Cherry to get that P5. 12 seconds. Actually, he already is, right? He's already P5 roughly right now. Needs like 0.2 still or something. But yeah, he's going past here. Grip difference is just so evident. Rice is getting another penalty for himself here. I wonder if that puts him in range of the GOAT. Oh no, not really. The place also on 6 seconds by now, so it's only a 3-second difference between Rice and the place. But good news for the place, at least there's nobody immediately behind with less time penalties neither, so at least he's not going to lose a position. Yellow flags, I think that is just someone getting lapped though. Lauda with the fastest lap. Cherry with another time penalty for good measure. Now he's definitely behind Menop. Let's see then. Here might still be something brewing between Wild Ghost and Yalk. Ooh, Jan with a time penalty too, so this is all of a sudden very interesting right now. I don't think Jan had one before, right? So he's on 3 seconds now, and so is Emils. So, Emils is catching up to Jan for sure. And, so now has like a really realistic chance for that podium. You think Seagull had a moment? He might have had. His car's still driving. It might just be like Lauda being faster right now. Catching up because of the better tires, to be honest. Like, whatever Seagull's moment was, it didn't cost him more like 3 or 4 seconds. Wait, Seagull needs to pit? Oh, wait, okay, my bad, I was confused. I did not see, I was, reading the Seagull Hate Watcher, the singular Seagull Hate Watcher in the chat. I thought this was legit information for a second. Well, this is gonna get interesting though here. Jan is juiced up, honestly. He has a full battery. And Emils is currently still hanging on to a little bit less of a charge. It's 4 more laps still, and I think the tire difference is sizable. Actually, it's only 4 laps. So it shouldn't even be that much better for Emils, but he has been catching massively for sure. Let's for now go to Rice and Bats. Rice also on fresher tires. Are they on fresher tires? I'm not. Oh my god, Bats never pitted. Well, I feel like... I don't know, man. Can't have much older tires than Bats has here. I mean, he's holding on, I guess. And I guess if he knows his time penalties, or if he knows the time penalties, he knows he doesn't even need to defend this. The 6 seconds of a gap that Rice needs to build in like 2 laps. 2, 3, 4. Bats cooking his tires for sure, yeah. He's liking his tires, well done. I mean, I'm not sure how well the game shows tire drag, but kind of have a feeling you just can feel the suffering in these bad boys as you watch him drive. Oh my, okay, yeah, maybe he will not keep a he will not keep a 6-second gap to Rice in the last 3 laps here. So let's get back to Emils here. He is within a second. Bro, I'm actually, like, I'm so out of F1 currently. I don't even know if it still matters to be within a second behind the car in front. Like, does it have something to do with the, like, whether the line is, like, fully pulled through or just broken up, that only, like, the car behind can use straight line mode? Or there's, like, a blue dot before the start-finish line, and then there is, like, an overtake mode or whatever. Can you only use that when you're within a second? Someone refresh my F1 knowledge. But yeah, whatever it is, it helps Emils to get closer to Jan, I guess. And now for 2 full laps, we're in for a spicy battle for P3. Assuming both of them are still on the same amount of time penalties. Actually, I'm just gonna leave the penalties up here. I try to limit the amount of info we show on the sides a little bit, so you can see more of the rest. But I guess in these last few laps where we've been looking at it so often, and it's kind of relevant. Emils is lifting and coasting even in the acceleration zones. And I think Jannemann might be struggling. Actually, his battery is looking decent as well. Don't be fooled by the lap count. It's only Seagull in the last lap. These guys are not going to cross the finish line yet. These guys are going to take another lap. And it's going to be do or die for Emils then. Lauda with a 3-second penalty, so yeah, safe to say he's not catching Seagull anymore. Unlucky. Catalina close to Wild Ghost is probably going to overtake them on penalties as well, albeit both of them are going to be losing their position to Forza, who is only on 6 seconds of time penalties behind them. Further up, the place has also gotten past Bats. Ooh, the place versus Rice is also still a battle that is going on. We're gonna watch in the standings there if he's going below the 3 seconds, because then he would gain another position. And now the most crucial battle though is the one for the last podium spot here. Can Emils get close enough? He's spending a lot of energy here, but he's not quite there yet, and I feel like he's just overslept the moment to go. Because he's not going to make it past here. He's going to be in P4. So double podium for Audi on their debut, Lauda and Jannemann. I think this is roughly even the order that I would see our top drivers, at least the ones who finished in. So, yeah. It's a very nice first race here. The place here needs to pump it, needs to get time below 3 seconds, and it was just not enough. P8 in the very end, maybe could have risked a little bit more in the last turn. So close for the place, but still decent points, of course, especially with the point system changes. Yelk is gonna cross the line. And I feel like the way Bats is driving here, it feels like he has... Oh yeah, you can see it in the rear mirror. He has no rear left tire. I'm fairly certain. I don't think he had a tire there anymore. So yeah, his gamble of driving almost the entire race on hards, on a single set of hards, has not worked out. But yeah, here we have it. New game, old podium. Seagull P1, Lauda P2, Jannemann P3. Driver of the day, Rice. Damn, that's a crazy call. Race winner and cleanest driver, we have the Seagull today. Fastest lap for Lauda on his late stint there on the mediums. And then most overtakes for Cherry, who, yeah, did get pushed down a lot in the start. Honestly, great recovery by Cherry. Did not really even have it on the board that he was so far down and then got back up. So yeah. Here's the final standings. Yeah, not a lot of drivers without penalties in the end. It's only really Seagull and Menep who avoided time penalties entirely, and I think, yeah, Lucky did not get a single one neither, right? Or he has served his time penalty, I guess. But yeah, top 15 here, getting points as said. So congratulations for all our points finishes. You can read through all of the rest, I guess, right? Like, if you... I'm not gonna read you through the top 10 now. You can do that yourself, or could have done that yourself. Either way. Also, MQ didn't take any pens. Yeah, my god. This is a Formula Sundays champion drive. Yeah, kudos to you. Well, well, well. Okay. We're done for today. It's been fun. It's been chaotic, really. Let me just quickly look what race we're doing next. Oh, Japan. We have not done Japan in a while. I feel like Japan is also Lift and Coast heaven. But yeah, Japan is going to be next week. Actually, I'm like now saying it. I haven't really talked much about it, but there is a chance I'm spontaneously going to Portugal for a couple of weeks. So maybe I'm missing the stream, but maybe we can figure something out so that we have a replacement stream or something. Or a lot of drivers just stream their POVs and you can hop around there and enjoy your time. Either way, for tonight, that's it. Thank you all for being here, and see you next time.
And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.